Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be trying something a bit different. We're going to be doing a POV in a IMSA open race in LMP2. This should be a pretty competitive split. Heading into qualifying now. Let's cut to the lap. Okay, so let's set up for a good exit here. Try not to engage TC. Brake bias up a little. Solid exit, a little bit of wheel spin, but not too bad. Using all the track there. Be ready on. Brake bias back. Ooh, missed the apex there a little. A little bit hesitant through there. Rear's still a little cold. Decent exit there. See if we can hold it together through the bus stop. A bit of understeer. I'll go for another lap just in case. But that was a 6.8. That's equal with my PB. P5, because it's a top split, pretty competitive. Pole's a 6.3, so we are half a second off. I'm not going any quicker. Oh, I just noticed we are 38th rated on 3.8 SR, matching my real life number of 38.
One left to green. Line up on the right side.
3.5k strength of field.
3,459.
Wonder what are the I ratings like in LMP2. Okay, so it seems we have a 6.4k I rating driver, second rated overall in the whole split of around somewhere like 45 cars. So it's ultra competitive. Definitely the highest SOF I've had today. See if we can make up any spots. And if you're new to IMSA, we have GTPs, so full fast prototypes going, and then these, the LMP2s, which are in between GTPs and GT3s, which are also in here. So we got a wide diversity of cars, which makes the racing interesting and the strategy when you come up to lap the GT3s and when the GTPs come up and lap you. Super important to get tyre temp in this car for the start. Oh, there's been an incident. Just avoided it. We're up to 4th. That's a position gain. Unlucky there, but at least we've got through. Another incident behind. Already got a 3-second gap to 5th. Gonna go for the move, P3. Oh, I've understeered. I'll let him go here. See if we can catch back up to the top 2. Put the brake bias a bit further to the rear as the tyre temps come up.
What are you doing, Kay? What are you doing?
So we do have to make a pit stop in this race too, as it is very apparent of my low downforce setup here. We make the move again up to P3.
You on the left.
This is when their tyres are at their best, lap 2, although we do have around 70 litres of fuel in the car. So you do gain a lot of time on the straights as the stint goes. Put the brake bias a bit more rearward to help with our understeer through here. Oh, braked a bit late. Got to be careful not to wear these tyres too much, as they can overheat pretty easily. And then you'll just be struggling until the first pit stop, or the only pit stop. Apologies if the angle isn't very good. I've got a GoPro or a DJI taped to my chest. Pace is seeming good though. Loving my straight line speed. We're reeling in second a little bit. What was that? That was a 7.3. That's pretty good for race pace. Still got a few tenths to find if we want to keep up with Mr. Tiago. But we've pulled a 1 second gap on Lucas behind. Oh my, we've gone deep 2 laps in a row. Normally I can pull that up there. I do have a little bit of lag and CPU issues racing IMSA, as I am just on a gaming laptop, so do have some slow motion and frame drops occasionally. But we're running at 50 FPS right now. Put the brake bias a little bit more back to try and reduce our stopping distance here a little. Pace has really dropped off a little bit here. Need to bring the tyres back into the window. Bit of a lag spike there. Yeah, my laptop doesn't really like me running iOverlay, so if it starts getting worse, I will definitely be closing that down a straight. We've pulled away, got a 2-second gap on Lucas behind. quicker than the leaders and the car behind that lap. That's good. However, Miguel in P5 behind reeled me in 6/10 and the leaders that lap. He must have been in that incident at the start. So I'd imagine we'll be conceding the position to him pretty soon. But head down, see if I can catch P2. Really used a lot too much of the front tyres at the start, so they'll start coming back to us at the end of the stint, but it's not ideal right now. As you can see, we're losing like 6/10 in the middle sector. Now we have Miguel behind us. Really overslotted that. Oh, someone's not happy. And if any of you guys are wondering where to get open setups, if you don't want to make them yourself, I am running this VRS setup subscription online, so just Google VRS if you're interested. That was a bit nicer through there, but we still lose a couple tenths as the tyres have definitely seen better days. Ooh, super easy to bottom out on that entry curve like I did there. Lost myself 3 tenths. My main priority is just staying on a 0x though. I want to get my SR up to the max so I can just be a bit less careful. I always hate having a low SR and having to go easy. Another unhappy chappy. Losing 4 tenths of the leaders that lap. Hopefully they can start battling. was a bit better of a lap. 8.1. I'm pretty new to these cars, but just a couple days ago I did the Spa 24 hour in the Global Endurance Tour with a couple of mates, and we had good pace. Like, we put it on pole, but yeah, my race pace was there, but we just got caught up in incidents. Like, my laptop, it caused us to have screen freeze coming through Eau Rouge, and I got cleaned up. So we had 12 minutes of repairs, and that kind of put us out of contention for the win. But I always love endurance races, fun to race through the night, and also to get your safety rating up for pretty much free to like the maximum. Miguel is now a second behind. I'll put my brake bias up a little bit for the chicane, see if I can stop myself over slowing. There's a really fine line between too quick and too slow for this corner. Seven, 9. Starting to get my confidence back. A few tenths quicker than the number 25 in front. Let's check how much fuel we have. 5 laps, 4 laps to a box. Finding some pace here. I might not fight Miguel too hard because I'm the 6th rated driver, and if I want to gain I rating, I pretty much just need to finish, you know, top 5, top 4. And he could always catch the guys in front and battle. And you never know what's going to happen in this race with the GT3 cars, you know, you can get held up if you catch them at a bad time, or if they're battling, or whatever, if you have an incident. But what's tricky for me is the cold tyres after the pit stop. In my last race, I binned it halfway through the outlap after the pit stop because had a little micro slide with the rears and just didn't expect them to go, and they went on entry. I overcorrected and wound up in the wall, so it cost myself a P1. But we learn. see what Miguel does here. I think he'll sit behind. Oh god, there he goes. I'll let him go. Very decisive move, gotta respect that. He doesn't want to mess around at all. Could have held the outside there, but I just did not want to lose time battling and then get dropped back into the pack below. Not gonna go for it. Calm down, buddy. Although if his pace does drop off, I will certainly pounce. Through there. Definitely going to look after my next set of tyres a bit more. Okay, caught our first back marker of the race. Flash him and go to the outside, nice. There's the fuel light.
You are very too of yourself.
So I'll be boxing next lap, I Okay, boxing this lap. Slow car on the right. Oh, just cars exiting pit exit. Oh no. Bunch of GT traffic this lap. Would have been a smart idea to box last lap actually and avoid this probably. Am I close enough to get him here? I hope so. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay, I need to remember to box. Box. I've forgotten twice in the past. Okay, left to right. Let's go left. We caught P2 a lot.
3, 2, 1, right here.
Hit our marks, nice. And only needed to add 30 litres. We put in too much fuel there. It wanted to put me to full tank. I forgot to click auto fuel. And even auto fuel itself gives you too much, so that's not ideal. But we had a pretty good pit exit. Pit entry, sorry. Coming out in a good spot. See what we can do. Put our brake bias up for sure. Try and induce understeer rather than oversteer, because oversteer can just be absolutely detrimental to your race on this outlap, because it'll just catch you out. So it's worth it to do a little bit of swerving here. You can see the understeer. The tyres are just not up to any temperature and pressure window yet. Okay, nice. Got a GTP coming up. Have to lift there.
Paul, how many cars did you put in the wall today?
Let him go. Oh god, that was so close. Just understeered. I'll stay right here for this P2 GTP. Okay, cool. I think I've lost a bit of time in this whole scenario, so up to me to just control the temperature of the tyre and hopefully optimize that a little bit better than the last stint, because it was really inconsistent from me. P1 and 2 in GTP have a massive lead over the rest of the field on my track map there. That is a bit annoying. They look pretty bunched up, so that's going to certainly be something to watch out for when they catch. Have my eyes peeled in the mirror. Not do anything unpredictable. Just hold my line. And just spun it. What's going on here? Oh, is this guy serious? I think I've got damage. That's a 4X. That is not what I was looking for this race. Not the end of the world. Not a meatball. I think the car's okay. Jeff hasn't given me any damage warnings. As long as it's not wheel damage. And we seem to be good. Although the gap behind has come down to 2.6 seconds. But yeah, I'm really unhappy with how that car... Why did he squeeze us so much? Like the car in front went to the inside. Of course I am too. Oh, this is awkward. Got through there. Oh no, here comes the GTPs. It's annoying because we're quicker than them a little bit in the slow corners. So they brake early on us because obviously they're coming in at a much more rapid rate of knots. Cars in front have got a lot more lucky with traffic. Pulled out an 8-second gap to third. Okay, I'm going to stay hard right. These two can go on my left. Cool. Still got a few more where they came from though, so got to keep my eyes peeled. Oh, they're battling. Okay, let's see if I can do a better lap time now with my tyres in optimal condition. Oh, is he going to go for it? No. Okay, go for it, go for it. See what I mean there on the X's? Even the GT3s, they have the same effect on us. Just a lot quicker, a lot more slow grip. Yeah, going. Whoa. Okay. This is chaotic. Oh. Yep, go through. And I'll follow you. Come on. That was very awkward. I'm flashing, I'm going in. Come on, mate. That cost me a lot of time. Yep, just punt me out of the corner. Oh, phew. We survived. Let's see, is the camera still recording? We are. Been an incident. Diving. Okay. These races tend to induce a lot of anger. Particularly in unhappy GT3 drivers being lapped. Oh god, where do I go? That is a very interesting choice. Let's just drive over the track perpendicular to the right of way. With all that traffic, we did not get to utilize peak grip of the tyre, which is a shame. I would have loved to go and have it a crack at purple because I did a 7.3, so we're 3.5 tenths off. But it was a very scrappy lap. I'm not liking the looks of the CPU usage warning. I'm going to put my brake bias further rearward here than I have, try and get a bit more rotation into the right. Those two corners are very tricky because you have to hook the inside tyres on the curb. The curb is elevated and it just gives you so much more rotation and pulls you around the corner if you get it right. But if you get it wrong, you bottom out or understeer. GTP are around the outside. I'll stay right. The braking is so important to get right in this car. If you don't release at the right timing with your child braking, you just do not get any rotation. You can't carry too much brake pressure as there's a bit of downforce on the car as well. It's not like a GT car where you can hold the brake for a little bit longer, a little bit harder. Although it is definitely not like as extreme as an F1 car or a GTP. This is the final lap of the race. Let's just bring it home in P4 for a solid safety rating and iRating gain. Thank you. Laptop's getting a bit hot. Starting to freeze up. And so are my front tyres at this understeer. This setup certainly isn't the best on tyres. But honestly, this went better than I thought. I was loading up, expecting an easy win, you know, cool video, but got into the highest rated IMSA race I have today and went forward. Didn't get into any trouble. Just a 4X that wasn't really in my control, which should still be a decent safety rating gain of hopefully like 15 or so. Still a big lockup for the fans. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this footage is okay. If not, I won't upload if it's too bad, but thanks for sticking around if you have. Let me know in the comments if you think this is a video you'd like to see more of, if I should invest in a better mount or something. If you have any advice. Thanks for watching. See you next time.